rolling.
Yeah, hi. Here we have the H team from Ngee Polytechnic. Could I ask that you introduce yourselves?
I'm Huang Zi.
I'm Him Lim.
I'm Jacqueline.
And I'm Hui Mian.
I am Sok Kun. I'm their lecturer teaching them the IES module.
Could you tell us briefly what was your individual contribution in this project? And what did you all have a specific set of tasks to do in this project, or how do you
Actually, the tasks were
in this?
distributed quite evenly, so we all had a lot of things to do. But as for me, I would mostly be in charge of the website. Yeah.
My focus would be how the costing and what kind of cost would be incurred or would be included in the whole project. Yeah.
For me, I'm in charge of finding things for them, like doing research and helping them to find things that they might need about it.
And for me, I get the information from Jacqueline to do the coding on the website. So that's it.
Thank you. Could you tell us briefly how did you decide on this topic? How do you decide on this? Choose this.
Actually, we have chosen a few companies. One would be a dim sum restaurant, which is Tekpo, but we found it unsuitable for our project, so we changed it to the hotel industry because we believe that it has a better future for expansion. Yeah.
So the one of the key points which you decided on was because of the scalability.
Yes, because of the business potential, the increase.
Oh, okay. So that you all can just. Okay. All right. So there was one thing that yes. This is a more specific question. Back to this thing. Sorry. This I understand. This is from your lectures. Not that this is part of your integrated Infocom project, right? So this is something that this is part of the school curriculum, which you work with companies. And how do you think that has helped in working on this project? Because in earlier interviews with some of the other teams, I think one of them commented that it was harder for them to do when they had to do something out of the air, and they talked about it would be easier if they had to work with real life situations in real life companies. So how do you think that this was having to work with a company, with the actual company, was easier, or would you have preferred to have done something without any restrictions at all?
One of the criteria, yes, like the students mentioned during their presentation, this is actually one of the project criteria, that they have to actually work with a real life company, and then they have to integrate knowledge that they've learned from 5 other different modules, and then put them together and look at how they could create value to this small medium enterprise. Right. So I think throughout the process, the student learned how to deal with people, how to gather information, and how to conduct interviews, and then how to apply what they have learned in school and bring value to the company. So I think it's a very valuable experience for the students, and also it opens up opportunities for the companies to get to know the school and the students' capability better. So I think it's a good thing that we have actually tied them up with companies, real life companies.
So would you have done anything differently if this was how do I put it? This is not part of the competition thing, because this is a project, and then you use this as a basis to take part in the competition. How is that? Is there anything that you did differently? As in, like when you take part, how do I put it?
Okay, now that the presentation, I mean, is done and over with, I mean, this is a project that you have been working on, and now that you adapt this project for this competition, I mean, if there's anything that you all can change, you can turn back time, change anything you want. It can be right from the start of when you started the project, or it can be when you're adapting this project, or it can be when you're presenting this. If there's anything that you can change, what would it be?
Would you have chosen a different company? I think I'm quite happy with the DRA property.
Yeah.
So you
we
wouldn't
feel that choosing DRA is the right choice, as have been said by my teammate that it has more expansion potential in it, so we are happy about our presentation, etc.
Will you all be selling this idea commercially, or executing this idea commercially?
No, not
Not at the moment.
Yeah, they need to take it back to the company and then present it to the top management of the company to get their buy-in. Yeah, that's the next step.
So, looking at this competition, I mean, I believe that the project, you have worked on it and finished the project, and now that you have adapted it for this competition. Okay, looking at this competition and what you're going through for this competition, I mean, do you see that it actually makes you think again of what else you could have done for it, or that did it actually add a new perspective that you have not thought of, maybe from the comments from the judges, or just as you're giving presentation? Do you find a new perspective?
Comments from the judges? Yeah, I think there were a few very good questions from the judges. Like, for example, one of them mentioned that 5-year return on investment is kind of too long for a small medium enterprise. So I think the team should therefore explore some sponsorship program from IDA and all that, whereby they give out sponsorships to small medium enterprise who are going to embrace on IT implementation. So we can explore on some of those government schemes to help them cut down the cost and therefore reduce their payback period. Yeah, I think there were certainly a few very good questions that we can consider and implement it in the project.
How do you think the team performed as a whole? Is it up to your expectations?
Yeah, I think I'm very happy with the team's performance. It was quite obvious that from the comments we get from the judges, they were very encouraging comments. And I think we have what differentiated us from the other team was that we worked with a real company, and we provided and we could identify business value that the students